Okay, let's talk about this Kaweco Art Sport fountain pen and why someone, or anyone, or more specifically me, would spend $125 US for a fountain pen that you could get for 25 bucks made out of regular plastic. So what is it about this that would elevate it to that level? I think once again we're into some of those different ideas about value and how you get there. And I always say that my opinion about value is whatever it needs to be to justify my next pen purchase. And in this case, it really comes down to something essential, I think, about fountain pens. And maybe something I haven't really talked about on this channel. And that's emotion. So why did I buy this fountain pen? Because I have an emotional connection with it. And it's something a little different. It comes down to its design and its name, Terrazzo. So what's so special about Terrazzo to me? Well, I think you know that I love Italy and I have a lot of associations with it. And if you pull me in with some sort of enticement related to Italy, some kind of name, or in this case, a beautiful pattern that just evokes the gorgeous surfaces of Venetian floors, I mean, that's where Terrazzo comes from. Terrazzo is usually a mix of concrete with some other elements in it, shards of marble, pieces of broken glass, seashells, ceramics, other materials that are beautiful and have tremendous depth are put into concrete or some other sort of material, and then sanded down and polished just to be so beautiful and have depth and just interesting pattern. In fact, another name for Terrazzo is pavimento alla veneziana. So once again, when I look at this, I think of those beautiful Venetian pavements and the Venetian floors of the different palazzos I've been in, the museums over there. And that's what it is, isn't it? It's that emotional connection that draws you in, some kind of enticement. But there's also some functional details and some aesthetic details that do elevate this above the usual Kaweco Sport. And first of all, and maybe most noticeably, is this embedded clip. And this solves a lot of problems for me. I don't know if it's worth the extra $100, but it does solve the problem of those Kaweco clips. They don't like to stay on very well. They slide off all the time. But here, it's integrated into the pen beautifully. Shiny plated gold, or shiny metal plated with gold, and just looks absolutely lovely. And that beautiful ring around the top, it's exquisite. And you get this nice gold cap on the top as well. The gold theme is also picked up in the steel nib. It's a steel nib, but it's plated with gold. Looks lovely. This one's a fine, just a bit of an exception for me too. But I've been getting into fines lately. I think because I'm developing my handwriting, I'm taking the line down to its most basic, just to make it a little easier, to give me more control over it. And I just like it. This one's very smooth and it writes wonderfully. So I'm very impressed with it. But I think the biggest thing is this lovely acrylic material. This pen just shines. It's absolutely beautiful. It's made out of an acrylic rod. It's very deep, polished like the Terrazzo floors. You can see the different colors floating in there, sort of suspended in that cream color. It's beautiful. It's totally evocative of a Venetian floor. Absolutely lovely. It also has those facets that you'd expect from a Kaweco Sport. And it feels very comfortable in your hand. Has all those benefits of a sport. It's easy to carry, it's easy to take with you, it's easy to use, and it's just elegant and lovely. It also has some of the setbacks. So I did buy the converter for it, the little pump piston converter. Although I'm using the cartridge right now, It's not going to last for very long. They don't hold very much ink, but that's okay. They work, and you can refill them with syringes, but I prefer the little pump converter, and I'll be installing that soon, and I'll probably be picking a more personalized color for it. And what I'm thinking is, considering its Venetian connections, something in the sepia range. I think Anderelium's Cuttlefish Brown would work very well in this pen. So it's Kaweco Sport for $125. Is it worth it? You bet it is. Because I love it, and I'm beguiled by it. And I love how polished and shiny it is, how elegant it feels in my hand, and it just feels a step above a normal sport. Now, if only Kaweco would make a piston-filled sport like their vintage ones. I'm really looking forward to that in a regular production pen. That would be brilliant. So what do you think of the Kaweco Art Sport? Is it something you have your eye on? I'm really happy that Kaweco's taken some chances and doing some new things. Let me know in the comments. And if you've enjoyed this video and you made it this far, consider subscribing. I'd love to have you on this journey with us, and we go to some amazing places. And if you want to support the channel even more, membership is available. I'd love to see you behind the scenes as well. So I make new videos each week, and I have a live show every Tuesday night at 8. So I can promise you, we will see each other again very soon, further up the road. So take care.